Good evening and welcome back to Talking Technical. And as of course, all of you know now that Talking Technical is weekly now only on YouTube, but we've got many viewers. We are surprised of so many people that's talking about the show. Thank you for watching it. But we've got some wonderful requests, and I know Christelle also prepared some for us. But the first one that we need to look at is Orion. Can you remember the share? For months we were looking at the share, but since about September last year, the share actually did not do anything. It was just flirting around these lower levels between 24 and 18 cents. And I've said it many a time on the show, when you've got a massive consolidation like what you see here, that means that investors are sussing each other out. And they say to themselves, are we happy with the price? Are we not happy with the price? And in this consolidation, they actually make up their minds. Now, we all know that in South Africa and even in the rest of the world, there is slowly but surely building a shortage on copper. And eventually that will come to the market and it will say, listen, we need copper. Now, Orion is a junior miner. It's still in exploration phase. It has not yet started to mine, but they acquired a loan and it looks like there's some interesting parties there that's keen to develop this mine. Now, we know that this mine is in the Northern Cape, and if this mine can be, I must say, reasonable, successful, and we've got a demand in copper around the world, then Orion can maybe be one of those tiny little mines that can maybe go to a rand or 2 rand or 5 rand or 10 rand in time to come. But the bottom line, this consolidation in technical terms tells you that investors wants to make up their mind. But I mean, when it broke 24 cents, it actually shot through the roof. And the reason being, suddenly these guys that were sussing each other out got to a point where they say, listen, we want to buy the share. And if we want to buy the share, we need to pay up for it. And that's usually a case in commodity shares. When they start to go, they can really fly. But there's another beautiful lesson. Can you see this spike in volume? And Nicolas Darvas, many years ago, he made big money on the New York Stock Exchange. He actually said, if a share consolidates like this, it's almost like an athlete that is training for the future. And if it breaks above this consolidation with big volume, that will be seen as positive. Now, he was 100% correct. That volume came, it broke up, and I think it reached its target because my target was 32 cents for one of our readers. By the way, one of our candle of the day readers, they inquired about Orion when it was starting to brew down below, and I gave them the place where I think that they can buy and even the stop loss. And my target was 32 cents, and wow, it did hit that within a day or two after I wrote that opinion. But I mean, the next resistance levels is 33, 34, and even 36. But now I must be honest, this spike also represents now a Lampel formation. So if you did miss it, just wait for it to give it a little bit of a pullback, maybe another consolidation, then you can add on to the share. But this can maybe be a beautiful share for the medium to long term if they are successful. But this chart tells you that some keen buyers are around and they bought the share in bulk. Let's have a look at Visa, that massive company in the world. I mean, they are worldwide players and they are in the financial business, so they do a lot of financial transactions. But look at Visa here. I'm a little bit worried about Visa. The viewer didn't ask me if it is a long-term view or a short-term view, but if I look at the chart, look, this is the 50-day moving average. I just want to see if it is. I just want to correct. Yes, it's the 50-day. But what I see here is I see a few formations. There's the one. Let's have a look there. There you are. And it's almost like a flat top there. But this is a rising wedge. Now, a rising wedge is usually a negative formation to tell you that something is maybe on the boil and the share can maybe surprise to the downside. It did break below that support line. They turned into a resistance for a day or two. But now if you look at it, the big level here is $227.80. Below $227.80, we can see first the target of 50-day moving average. But I think we can maybe see the share go down all the way down to 217. But for the viewer, I think you may be a little bit late to buy, because look at this massive rally. I mean, from 179 in October 2022 to where it is now, close to 236. It is a unreal rally. It's a wonderful rally. So maybe time to lock in profit. But for me, if you're a medium-term investor, I will put my guide onto this 50-day moving average, and that is sitting at 225 rand. $225. Let's have a look at Harmony. I mean, this Harmony gold mine did a wonderful rally. I mean, the share actually rallied through, you almost through the roof. But let's have a look here. There's the lamp pole formation that I showed off previously. It's still working on that lamp pole formation, but for me, the golden line will be this support line. There's the support line. That support line sits at 96 rand and 80 cents. It did hit that 100 rand the other day. I think it went a little bit above that. But this lamp pole formation presents something else to me. First of all, look at it. This, the 50-day moving average, it's way above that. So it can easily pull back. And for me, if it breaks below the support line, we can see there's the high, there's the lower high, and then it will be confirmed as a lower low. So I'll be a little bit negative on Harmony at the moment to just go and buy. Let's have a look at the candles. I just want to see if we don't get something else there. I just want to get it. There you are. And there is the clearest picture that you can have. A classic tweezer top formation in this lamp pole formation is usually a warning formation, and it tells you that certain things can maybe go wrong. So I don't like the tweezer top. For me, a tweezer top is a warning formation. The share needs to get above. There you are. Let's get you the level 101 rand and 11 cents to wipe off that tweezer top. But if it breaks below that line, and on the candlesticks that line sits at 97.20, we can maybe see this gap close. Even that gap can close, and bet your dollar there's even a gap right down here at the bottom. I hope it doesn't close that, because that will be awkward. But let's give you the gaps there. The one gap is between 93.21 and 93.09, and the next one is sitting at 89.60, and it closes at 88 rand 77. Massive rally. Be a little bit nervous. Watch out for the share. The gold stocks had massive rallies. I'm a little bit nervous about it. And let's give you this level. I mean, oh, there's another gap here. Let's give you that level and see. That is sitting between 76 rand and 67.58. Wow, what a pullback will that be? But I think maybe not an unrealistic pullback. If things turn around for the gold and things start to go negative, we can maybe see this 50-day moving average gets tested, and that is sitting at 74 rand and 19 cents. But look at this beautiful rally. Just get that support line there. There's the support line. And it just shows you it's a steep line. And as you all know, I've showed you over many years, if the share moves up with a beautiful 45-degree or 30-degree uptrend, wonderful. But the moment it gets so steep to this, it usually pulls back to that support line, or even it loses momentum and can go even lower from there. Well, I'm a little bit nervous on the gold. The gold had a wonderful rally. I think a few of the viewers or investors caught that, but I think maybe the easy money is definitely on the table for now. Just to know at the end, just to let you know on the end, we've got a speculation group that focus on the ALZ and the S&P 500 day in and day out. We get all our guides from the 30-minute chart, and that is the points that you see on Twitter every night. I post that always 50 points in the bank or 100 points out the bank, good trade of the S&P 500. That's just to reflect that a good trading system, if you do that constantly, you can you can be successful by trading the Aussie. Well, thank you for watching the show. Visit our website www.fransdeklerk.com for more info, and we will chat again.